Before we, all right, 3, 2, 1. Before we go on ahead and showcase these new legends that we got, man, if you guys want to do me a favor and show love to one of my favorite pro players that's giving out tips and blitzes on YouTube, even competitive gameplay. If you guys want to check that stuff up, you guys know I'm a very casual player, and if you want to take a look at what is going on the competitive side of the world and see some really good gameplay, link is in the description, man. Follow my man AKG on YouTube, hit that subscribe button, show him some love. So today we are going to go on ahead and take a look at the 2 new legends that they randomly dropped yesterday at midnight when official launch was released. The standard edition was finally out, so every edition of this game is out. So if you got this game, whether on Gold Edition or Standard, the game's out. The game's out today, damn it. And we're going to go on ahead and take a look at the 2 legends. And these legends, by the way, cannot be found in these sets. So we're going to go to Legends. We're going to go on ahead here, and you see Reggie White. It's still the newest edition. Excuse me, the newest edition when it comes to the sets. So these 2 guys were limited time only. So you cannot find these guys only in packs. You can't, just put his pieces together and complete a set. So we're going to go on ahead and take a look at them. And both of them are over 92 overall. They're actually 93. So they dropped Antonio Gonzalez. They dropped Anthony. They dropped one of the greatest tight ends in the history of the game to ever do it. Yes, ladies and gentlemen, they went ahead and dropped a Tony Gonzalez. This man right here was an absolute wrecking machine when he was in the NFL. Known for just his absolute great athletic ability for the tight end position. Was actually a really good basketball player too, and just a freak of nature. Somebody who was just always open. Always open. Like you threw it to this man and he just, oh my God, man. I loved watching Tony Gonzalez in his prime, man. He was something special to watch, boy, I tell you. And it's nice to see that they got him back in this game. We're going to go on ahead and take a look at his attributes right here. And you see that they gave him pretty good speed at 84 for a tight end. 78 strength. Almost 80 run block, which is pretty insane. Because he wasn't really known for, run blocking. When you think of Tony Gonzalez, you think of amazing hands. You think of crisp route running. You think of finding his way in the end zone. You think of just everything that has to. You think of the greatest receiver at the tight end position of all time. And for him to have 80 run blocking, which not saying he wasn't a good run blocking. I'm just saying he wasn't known for his run blocking. Because you think of my man Tony G, you just think of some of the greatest hands to have ever played in the game of football, let alone the tight end position. 94 catching, and that right there is where it should be. One of the highest, if not the highest catch rating. I haven't really looked to do a comparison, but he might have the highest catch rating in the game. And you can make a case for, he had some of the greatest hands in the history of the sport. So glad to see that there. 90 release for a tight end, 92 route running, 93 catch in traffic, 92 spec catch. Again, this guy is going to be an absolute monster on the field for you when it comes to running routes, creating separation, getting in that secondary, and holding on to the ball whenever he gets his hands on it. This card looks absolutely insane, and there's no doubt about it that I want this card on my team. Absolutely no doubt about it. Dual threat, great speed, great run blocking ability, and can just get open. The only thing that sucks is his traits. On Mudhead, his traits are absolutely terrible and downright disrespectful to the all-time great. His traits for rack catching is no. His trait for aggressive catching is no. His trait for possession catching is no. Meaning, all 3 type of catching variations we have in this game, rack, aggressive, and possession, he has no on all 3 of them. Hopefully that's some type of mistake that has to be fixed, because that's downright disgusting. The next one, we are going to take a look at Brian Urlacher. 93 overall, and Brian Urlacher was really known for his athleticness, his speed. Man, he was somebody that would just absolutely wreak havoc, covering a lot of ground, and he was always up there, if not leading the league in tackles. I'm not sure how many times he did that, if he ever, but he was just always getting tackles because he's so fast. You know, he's always around the ball. He's always making plays because he's so fast. He was able to run downfield and get to the ball no matter where it was, left side of the field, right side of the field, up the middle, deep over the middle, second. It didn't matter. This man was there because he's so fast, and he's definitely a fan favorite when it comes to Ultimate Team because he has great speed and he has great user ability. 6'4", not to mention he has the secure tackle chemistry. And I forgot to mention that Tony Gonzalez has the battle ready. Not a fan of that, but, you know, it is what it is. I'd rather have him, you know, something that doesn't make sense. Give him pick six or tip drill. It makes better sense than battle ready. Stop it. 84 speed, 93 awareness, 93 tackle, 93 play rec, 85 block shed, 94 pursuit, 86 zone, 93 hit power. There's nothing this card cannot do. The only thing this card cannot do is tie your shoes and do your taxes for you. He can do everything else. This man is he's great in zone at almost 80, almost 90. Great speed. He's going to be able to cover a lot of ground for you, whether you're using him or not. His tackling is extremely high. His play rec is extremely high. His pursuit is extremely high. Everything is high. Like everything about this card is just flat out amazing. And again, they dropped these cards randomly yesterday. And yeah, I want to get both of these cards. Want to get both of them. I was going to get them yesterday, but they were a lot more expensive. You know, they weren't, you know, if they were going for this much yesterday, I would have got both of them, you know, because I had 1.5, but, you know, Urlacher was going for 9 mil at the time, and Tony G was going for like $1 mil, and I was like, you know, I'd rather upgrade everywhere else. I'd rather get a LaShawn McCoy and a Weddle, and yeah, I got like 7 positions yesterday. But we got plenty of things in my item binder, so hopefully we can go on ahead and get these cards soon and add these guys to the roster because, my lord, do these cards look really good. And this Urlacher, I definitely will be using, and I think having him and having Luke Kuechly on the field is going to be just a monstrous defense. And I'm going to be going on ahead and try to be running 4-4 defense as much as possible. And I think just having him and Kuechly is just going to be so glitchy. You know, with the zone coverage being really good, you know, I can rely on Kuechly, who will be roaming around from the AI. I can rely on him to be great in the run with that high block shed, play rec, and pursuit, and zone coverage. And I can just expect him to be in position. And with Urlacher being 6'4" and great speed, I should be able to just, you know, cover a ton of ground with him and hopefully lurk some plays. And Tony G, you guys know I love my tight ends. I love my tight ends. And the fact that he is an every down tight end with that good run blocking means that I don't have to remove him when I'm running the ball. I can put him in certain situations and scenarios that I usually like to put my run blocking guys in. And I can just keep him on the field at all times. And I will definitely try to get him involved as much as possible because he's a mismatch. You know, that route running, that speed, that height, like he's a mismatch. It's going to be very difficult to cover just because he has everything like 90 plus, you know, with route running and catching traffic and release and catching and like everything is so high on this card, man. And this is how legends should be. They should stand out. Marshall Faulk should stand out from every single running back today. Tony Gonzalez should stand out to every tight end in the game right now. No disrespect to Gronkowski or Jimmy Graham or, you know, Kelsey or the other really good tight ends, but you should look at Tony Gonzalez and be like, oh my God. You should look at Urlacher and be like, oh my God. You should look at Faulk and Moon and Chris Carter and all these guys and just be like, oh my God. And I really like how the legends, in my opinion so far, really stand out this shit. The Reggie Whites, and like I compare them to the other guys and they just flat out look amazing. And that's how it should be. They're some of the greatest players to ever play the game, and they, you know, they deserve these type of you know, attributes looking amazing, except, you know, the traits got to change on Tony Gonzalez, man. That's downright disrespectful. But hopefully you guys enjoyed, man. 2 new legends on these MUT streets. Let me know you guys' thoughts and opinions. Are you happy Tony Gonzalez is in the game now? Do you guys plan on getting any of them? It's your boy GS. We're going to go on ahead and be signing out. Peace!